Welcome to Medical Device Global Market Access, a podcast by Pure Global. In this episode, we are diving into a significant development for artificial intelligence in healthcare within the United Kingdom. On July 29, 2026, the UK's Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, or MHRA, issued new guidance that clarifies the regulatory status of certain ambient voice technology products, often referred to as AI Scribes. This clarification provides a much clearer and potentially faster path to the UK market for manufacturers of specific AI-driven administrative tools, and we are here to break down what it means for you. The rise of AI in clinical settings has been rapid, promising to reduce administrative burdens and allow healthcare professionals to focus more on patient care. However, this innovation has also created regulatory ambiguity. Manufacturers and regulators alike have grappled with a fundamental question. When does a piece of software cross the line from being a helpful administrative tool to becoming a regulated medical device? The MHRA's new guidance directly addresses this uncertainty for AI Scribes, which listen to, transcribe, and summarize clinician-patient conversations. The core of the guidance establishes a clear boundary. The MHRA has stated that if an ambient voice technology product's intended purpose is limited to tasks such as transcribing a conversation, structuring the information, and generating a draft summary or clinical note for a healthcare professional's review, it will not be regulated as a medical device. The critical factor here is that the clinician must retain full control and responsibility for reviewing, editing, and finalizing the clinical record. In this model, the AI functions as a sophisticated dictation and summarization tool, not a medical decision maker. This distinction is paramount. The technology becomes a regulated medical device when it moves beyond administrative support and performs an action with a direct medical purpose. For example, if the software analyzes the transcribed conversation to suggest a diagnosis, recommend a specific treatment plan, calculate a medication dosage, or automatically populates the final medical record without a mandatory review and sign-off step by a qualified clinician, it would fall under the scope of the UK medical device regulations. The line is drawn at the point where the software begins to interpret clinical data to inform or drive a clinical decision. For manufacturers whose products fit the non-regulated description, this guidance is a game-changer for UK market access. It means that for these specific administrative AI tools, a UK CA mark is not required. This removes the need for conformity assessments and the associated time and costs of engaging a UK-approved body. The path to market becomes significantly streamlined, allowing for faster deployment of technologies that can help alleviate the administrative strain on the National Health Service, or NHS. This clarification effectively creates a green lane for a specific class of health tech innovation. In light of this development, there are several practical actions that regulatory, quality, and market access teams should consider. First, we strongly advise manufacturers to critically review and precisely document the intended purpose of their AI Scribe products. Your documentation must be unambiguous about the technology's role as an administrative aid that supports, but does not replace, the clinical judgment of a healthcare professional. Second, ensure that all external-facing materials, including marketing copy, user manuals, and training guides, are perfectly aligned with this non-medical intended purpose. Contradictory claims could create significant regulatory risk. A third crucial action is to reevaluate your UK market access strategy. If your product clearly falls outside the medical device definition, your launch timeline and resource allocation can be adjusted accordingly. However, and this is our fourth point, it is vital to remember that this is a UK-specific clarification. Your product may be regulated differently in other major markets, such as the European Union or the United States. Furthermore, it is worth noting that some professional bodies, like the Royal College of Physicians, have expressed concerns about this deregulation, suggesting the topic will remain under close watch. A comprehensive global regulatory strategy remains essential. In summary, the MHRA's guidance provides welcome clarity and a significant opportunity for manufacturers of administrative AI Scribe technologies targeting the UK. By understanding the precise line between an administrative tool and a medical device, companies can navigate this evolving regulatory landscape more effectively. If your organization needs assistance with global market access strategy, technical documentation, or understanding how regulatory changes impact your products, please check out Pure Global. In the description, you will find a link to our free AI-powered regulatory tools and database. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.